Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on HITI. I've talked about them numerous times here on the channel. They are down a little bit again here today, so I just bought some yesterday and paid more than I think I paid $5.05 or something like that. It's down a little bit again, but this one hasn't been listed all that long. It was, I've been watching this one since it traded over the counter. It was HITIF, HITID, now it's HITI here on the major exchanges. You can see it's been on here since June 3rd, and ever since then it's came down 853, ran back up almost there, and it's just taken off here at times, but here would have been an excellent buying point. I missed it. I was watching it and thought it would go lower and didn't, and that's besides the point. In the past 3 months, it's down over 26%. In the last month, it's actually in the green, 8.42%. Here in the last week, it's down over 11%, and here's what it's doing today. So I have 28 shares here at a $5.74 cost basis. I need to buy some more here on Robinhood. I bought some in a retirement yesterday, like I said, for $5.05 or $5.06, something like that. And then, of course, it goes down again today. But if you don't know much about this one, it engages in the manufacture and retail of MJ products. And feel free to pause and go over the rest. This, I can honestly say, is my favorite MJ play right now, so it's just got a lot going for it. I like the price. I like, even though it's down today, it does, I am overall in the green on my other accounts except this one, so I'm trying to get this one lowered as well. So maybe I'll make a deposit and buy some more here. So, but this has been around since 2009 in Alberta, Calgary. And just a shout out to my Canadian listeners, Canadian subscribers, followers. I always like to see everybody in the States as well, but there has been a couple of people that have commented from Canada, and just looking at the analytics of everything, I've seen some from Canada. So volume on this one, not too much, 36.94 thousand, average of 203,000. $295 million market cap, so I'm considering this one the ground floor, so, or almost. 52-week low of 365 and a high of 1125, so it's definitely got some room to run. Next is expected on May 2nd in the pre-market, and I haven't bought any in here for a while, so that was actually a good price, $4.34. So wish that one would have filled. $5.11. So you can kind of see the volatility. This wouldn't have been the exact price, but I usually shoot a little bit low or a couple cents below it. But it looks like all the MJ is in the red. So what I usually do is take the low of the day, so 486, and I might put in an order for, say, 485, sometimes 480. I might put in a couple orders because you see it's staying around the bottom, so you never know if those are going to fill or not. So just gotta throw a couple things at it if you're not able to watch it the whole time that it's going to go up or down. So that's just a thought of mine. But over here on Microsoft Bing, currently showing it as a buy, and ETF Managers Group increased stake by 124% to 3.5 million shares, so that is huge. That's got to say a lot for this one. There has been a lot of trading, selling, and buying back and forth, but that I always like to see that. And high tide, Wall Street sees a 200% upside with this stock, and that's what I felt all along. Each time I cover this one, talk about it, they're always opening up new stores, just a lot going on with this company. So therefore, I really try to watch this one. Stocks might be down significantly since their recent record levels, and investors might be fleeing the village, but there's an undervalued MJ stock, Wall Street analysts think investors should keep on the radar, and that's what I've been trying to say is high tide. So I say to put this one on your radar. I'm not going to tell you to buy or sell it, but definitely put this one in your watch list, set your alerts, and whatever else you got to do to take advantage of this particular stock here. So even though high tide stock is down 30% year over year, it's one of the most compelling MJ stocks out there, fiscal 2021, in addition to achieving excellent financial results, which a lot of them can't say any of that, but this one does. Acquired 6 new e-commerce platforms. That's another thing that I like about this one. You can tell they're innovative, looking forward to the future, and so on. So you got to have e-commerce with anything, especially this, because there's tons of companies out there competing. So they entered the UK market through a majority stake, and I've went over that. I remember Blessed CBD on one of the past videos. Grew its international customer base outside of Canada. Launched a discount club concept, Cabana Club. Originally built and opened 48 new brick-and-mortar stores in Canada. Like I said, every time I cover this one, they're adding, so currently up to 105. Since the start of the fiscal year, November 2021, the company has announced an at-the-market facility of up to $40 million for strategic initiatives, acquired Budroom New Leaf, which I've talked about, and expanded its retail presence in the provinces of Alberta, Ontario, and Saskatchewan. The stock's outlook is exceptionally bullish. I'm totally bullish on this one. I'm probably more bullish on this MJ stock than any others out there. So Tilray's probably right behind. Of the analysts providing a 12-month share price forecast for high tide, the average target is $10.50 with a target price of $12.55. This suggests a potential upside of 145% or 200% respectively. And while this one's on the dip today, is definitely a good time to buy. Not that I'm telling you to buy or give tax, legal, or trading advice, just stating my opinion. So. But again, I've talked about the Canna Cabana, the Meta MJ Company, Grass City, Smoke Cartel, Daily High Club, Dank Stop. I love some of their names, some of their websites. We'll link my other videos in the description. This is another thing that I like about them. All existing future Canna Cabana locations will be equipped with a fast tender kiosk. High Tide also expects to license the technology to third-party MJ retailers in North America and expand into other retail sectors in North America and beyond, to infinity and beyond. So here it kind of goes over their EBITDA, 2021 results. And they are keeping an eye on the United States, like a lot of the other ones, and they're ready to explode once we hit the legalization on a federal level, so just a matter of time. I feel that there's going to be a lot changing, as I've said numerous times on every MJ video lately, in regards to voting and everything going on this fall, so we'll just have to wait and see. But High Tide stock jumps 6.7%. Will it continue to soar? And yes, this is a couple days old, but still some relevant information in here. So they are actually lower than that price right now, so we're just going to kind of skim through this one and see if there's any information that sticks out. So revenues are expected to be $55.5 million, up 86% from a year ago quarter, so that's a huge jump. Here it kind of goes over earnings per share. Estimate for the quarter has been revised 55% higher over the last 30 days to the current level. high tide, skating on thin ice. We know the answer, and this is also on the 11th, so it went up 6.67% from the latest closing price compared to the recent one-year high of $12.75. And again, since this one's a little bit older, and since we are below that price, I'm just going to continue skipping through this. For those of you that want to pause and read it, you can. Here it kind of goes over the 200 days and the 50-day moving average. And again, you can find this on newsheater.com. Moving on here, High Tide announces opening of 60th Canna Cabana location in Alberta. So heavy in Alberta and Canada, and this just came out here today, just a couple hours ago. So again, they're a leading retail-focused MJ company with brick and mortar as well as global e-commerce assets, so the best of both worlds. Announced today its Canna Cabana retail MJ store located at the following, and if you've been here, you can leave that in the comments. They're in Alberta. We'll begin selling recreational MJ products for adult use as of tomorrow, so big party for the weekend. So the opening represents High Tide's 111th branded retail location across Canada and 60th in Alberta. Selling recreational MJ products and consumption accessories, the store will also be High Tide's second to open in Grand Prairie, which is the largest city in northwestern Alberta, with a population of almost 65,000 people. The store is located in the Power Center, anchored by a major international discount retailer at the well-trafficked intersection of Highways 40 and 43. So, like I said, if you've been there or been to any High Tide, you can list that in the comments as well. Here kind of goes over an issuance of shares. Again, just going to scroll through that. And here's a little bit more about High Tide. So the company is the largest Canadian retailer of recreational MJ as measured by revenue, with 111 current locations spanning in Ontario, Alberta, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan. When I first started covering them, I think they had about 80 or 85 stores. So they've really grown a lot. So something that I like to see. And again, here's some of their e-commerce platforms, including Grass City, Smoke Cartel, Daily High Club, and Dankstop, and more recently the hemp-derived CBD space through newleafnaturals.com, fabcbd.com, and blessedcbd.co.uk. So, and moving on. So, moving into other countries as well. So, expanding not only in Canada, but in the UK. High Tide to open 60th Canna Cabana location in Alberta just 3 hours ago. For a look here on Benzinga, basically the same information we just went over. But for those of you that like MSN, we'll just scroll through this one. Pretty much the same information. Goes over issuance of shares. Nothing else that I saw standing out. And here on currently at $4.97 with a low of $3.65, high of $11.25. Things might be stagnant here, but our baby is still growing. 550 close, let's go. Added 300 again this morning. So like I said, I just bought some of this one. I was going to try trading it. I just put $100 in one of account that I have, and was just going to try trading it, and of course I bought it and then it goes down. So if you want to know when it's going to go down, just watch my videos and see when I buy, and then it's going to go down. So but over here on MSN Money, currently showing it as a buy, and here on Tip Rings, always great ratings on this one. I love to see. Strong buy, 3 out of 4 with a 112% upside to 1053. So very, very nice. But if you have High Tide, go ahead and list that in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you'd like to share. But it looks like I'm going to be buying some more of this to lower my cost basis. and put a deposit in here, and I'll probably just put it in. I might put in a couple shares and try to hit that again. That's what she said, but I'll probably try to put in an order and do one at $4.93 as well, but might try to watch this and see if it goes any below that. So just a thought, that's kind of what I do on these, but definitely need to get this lowered. But if you have HITI, like I said, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you'd like to share, or any other MJ stocks out there you want me to take a look at and do a video. I'd be happy to do that as well. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is Jay Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.